Hello dear students. Now we'll see the reactions of magnesium. Here you can see that magnesium is added to the aluminum sulfate, magnesium is added to magnesium sulfate, magnesium is added to iron sulfate, magnesium is added to zinc sulfate, magnesium is added to cuprous sulfate, magnesium is added to silver nitrate. Only in the case of magnesium sulfate, magnesium does not reaction, or in the case of aluminum sulfate, it produces magnesium sulfate and aluminum metal. In case of iron sulfate, it produces magnesium sulfate and iron metal. In case of zinc sulfate, magnesium produces magnesium sulfate and zinc metal. In case of cuprous sulfate, magnesium produces magnesium sulfate and cuprous metal. In case of silver nitrate, magnesium produces magnesium nitrate and silver metal. Let us see the same in case of the magnesium. You can see that only in case of here you can see it easily that magnesium in case of aluminum sulfate it gives displacement reaction. Magnesium in case of magnesium sulfate does not give any displacement reaction, but in case of iron sulfate it gives displacement. In case of silver sulfate zinc sulfate it gives displacement reaction. In case of cuprous sulfate it gives displacement reaction, and in case of silver nitrate magnesium gives displacement reaction. Now we'll move to the next one. Then we'll take iron metal. Iron is added to the aluminum sulfate aqueous solution, magnesium sulfate aqueous solution, iron sulfate aqueous solution, zinc sulfate aqueous solution, and cuprous sulfate aqueous solution, and silver nitrate aqueous solution. And then when we'll see, we'll find that iron does not give any reaction with aluminum sulfate, iron does not give reaction with the magnesium sulfate, iron does not give the reaction with the iron sulfate, iron does not give reaction with the zinc sulfate, but iron can displace copper from cuprous sulfate, and iron can displace silver from silver sulfate. So we can say that iron is more reactive than copper and silver. Same way, if we add zinc, let us see into the table about the iron. So you can see that this iron metal when added to aluminum sulfate it does not give any reaction. When added to magnesium sulfate it does not give any displacement reaction. Iron when added to iron sulfate does not give displacement reaction. Iron when added to zinc sulfate it does not give displacement reaction, but iron with copper sulfate give displacement reaction, and iron with silver nitrate gives displacement reaction. Same way we'll think of the zinc. You can see that we have added zinc metal to the aluminum sulfate, zinc metal to the aqueous solution of magnesium sulfate, zinc metal to the aqueous solution of iron sulfate. We can see that zinc does not react with aluminum sulfate, zinc does not react with magnesium sulfate, but zinc react with iron sulfate to produces zinc sulfate, and iron metal is displaced. Same way, if we really look at zinc when added to zinc sulfate, it does not give any reaction. But zinc when added to cuprous sulfate, it produces zinc sulfate and copper metal. Zinc when reacts with silver nitrate, it produces zinc nitrate and silver metal. So this is how we can see in case of the zinc into this particular table. You can think of, or you can see here for the zinc. So for the zinc metal, you can easily identify that zinc when added to aluminum sulfate, it does not give any reaction. Zinc when added to magnesium sulfate, it does not give any reaction. Zinc when added to iron sulfate, it gives displacement reaction. Zinc when added to zinc sulfate, it does not give any reaction. Zinc when added to cuprous sulfate, it gives displacement reaction. And zinc when added to silver nitrate, it gives displacement reaction. That means zinc is more reactive than silver, copper, and iron. Same way we'll look at the other reaction. We'll add copper metal to aluminum sulfate aqueous solution. We'll add copper metal to magnesium sulfate solution. We'll add copper metal to iron sulfate solution. We will add copper metal to zinc sulfate solution. We'll add copper metal to cuprous sulfate solution. We'll add copper metal to silver nitrate solution. And what do we find out is that when copper reacts with aluminum sulfate, there is no reaction. When copper reacts with magnesium sulfate, there is no reaction. When copper reacts with iron sulfate, there is no reaction. When copper reacts with zinc sulfate, there is no reaction. When copper reacts with cuprous sulfate, there is no reaction. But when copper reacts with silver nitrate, it displaces the silver metal and produces cuprous nitrate. So the same we can see here in case of copper. that copper does not give any reaction with all the aqueous solution, but it just give reaction with the silver nitrate, and we can easily conclude that copper is more reactive than silver and less reactive in all these other metals like aluminum, magnesium, iron, zinc. So at last we can understand about the addition of silver metal. Silver metal is added to the aluminum sulfate aqueous solution, magnesium sulfate aqueous solution, iron sulfate aqueous solution, zinc sulfate aqueous solution, cuprous sulfate aqueous solution, and silver nitrate aqueous solution. And it does not give any reaction, any displacement reaction with any of this aqueous solution. We can here even see into the table that silver does not give any reaction with the aluminum sulfate, magnesium sulfate, iron sulfate, zinc sulfate, cuprous sulfate, or silver nitrate. And we can say that among all these metal, aluminum is less reactive than silver is less reactive than aluminum metal, magnesium metal, iron metal, zinc metal, and copper metal. So this is how we can understand about the reactivity of these metals, and then we can determine the order of reactivity or reactivity for this metal, as magnesium is the most reactive than aluminum, aluminum is more reactive than zinc, zinc is more reactive than iron, iron is more reactive than copper, copper is more reactive than silver. So magnesium is the most reactive among all, and silver is the least reacting among all these metals. This is how we can determine the order of reactivity for all these metals. I hope, my dear students, you are enjoying. Happy learning.